her alone, and just in case, I mean, I can't be with her, but at least I'm here if something
Yes.
happens. You know, God forbid something happens, but yeah.
Wow. I
How
just
are
thank
you?
you.
Where are
Doing
you?
well. I'm in LA. I'm just in my recording area of my home. So,
Okay.
I like using a little screen behind me. Eventually, I might get a little backdrop created as I'm growing this little movement that I've started doing. It's become pretty fun. So, been staying with it. It's getting more popular than what I thought it was going to do. So,
How long have you been doing this?
I started my podcast the second week in March. And I just wanted to do it just to encourage people. And the podcast started building. Then I just decided, hey, you know what? Why don't I feature and interview, people who are very positive, who are doing great things, who are influential, bring them in, and it's helped out a lot. So I'm rolling with it. It's fun.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. You're such a
Developing.
positive person that, I'm sure you're doing, people are very inspired by you, for sure.
Well, that's why I bring inspiring people in too, like you.
The pressure. I brought my girlfriend. I brought the Golden Girls with me. My Golden Girls mug. The positive lady.
I have never seen that. I have never seen. Somebody said save Shadowhunters. See, they're already starting. They're already talking about your shows. Everybody jumping on.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a quick intro of you. I had to take my own little notes because I have a lot to look at on you. I was like, all right, if I do this bio, I'm probably going to be about 15 minutes. So I abbreviated it, but I think you'll like the way I did it. So
Okay.
without further ado, I have to put my reading glasses on too. So I'm putting them on.
I'll pretend I'm with it. There you go.
I can look smart. So I want to welcome Maxim Roy to RDC Speak Life Sessions. If you first time in here, this podcast is really about speaking life, encouraging people, and inspiring people to live their life to their fullest potential. You can actually listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor. It'll be available later on tonight. And you can also watch a replay on my YouTube channel, Rodney Damon Collins TV. You'll be able to watch it again, so you can take all this good stuff in that you get ready to get. Who I have with me today, drum roll, is an
let me pull back a little bit.
She's been in over 100 movies, nominated as Canada's hottest star for her role as an extravagant intelligence officer in The Last Chapter 1 and 2. Some of her credits includes ABC's MVP, The Secret Lives of Hockey Wives, international series Defying Gravity, ABC, CTV, and BBC. 4 Jumeaux. Did I pronounce that right? Jumeaux nominations? Jumeaux nominations?
Exactly. Yeah.
I do my homework. 4 Jumeaux nominations. French Emmys, Canadian, with the French Emmys Canadian Academy. Bravo Police Drama 1902. She co-starred in the 2018 feature film, The Fall of the American Empire. Very interesting title for right now. Most recently, she stars as Alice Harlow in the incredible Netflix series, The October Faction. You definitely need to check this out. In addition, she stars as spy Jennifer Kate in the 6-episode miniseries European thriller Mirage. A little bit more for you guys. The CSA, Canadian Screen Awards, Maxim was named by Star TV as one of Canada's 25 most beautiful stars. Very, very esteemed.
The pressure.
And also the ICI Montreal newspaper named Roy the sexiest and most popular actress. And here's this stuff is what really got to my heart. In her free time, Roy is a godmother to the organization ANEB, a nonprofit that fights anorexia and bulimia. She has been a member of Greenpeace for 16 years and devoted 15 years to DECLIC,
yeah.
DECLIC, a nonprofit organization that brings kids back to school. She supports anything and everything environmentally friendly and has recently lent her voice to World Vision, with whom she will travel in the near future to raise money for children living in poverty. Without further ado, let's throw your hands up, fist up, clap for my friend, and you're going to love her, Maxim Roy. Woo! And that was what I had to abbreviate. I was like, because I wanted to say it all. It was so good, everything in there.
I feel so old. I'm exhausted.
You're far from old. Far from old. You got a lot more work to do. A lot more work to do. And
I've got some friends that are logging on. Can I say hi?
Oh,
hi,
of course.
Virginie. Oh my God, it's so funny. So Virginie that just logged on. I was in London doing a Shadowhunters Comic-Con 3 years ago. On this day, we were actually together in London, together 3 years, and it just feels like I'm, all these memories are popping up on your phone right now, like
yes.
Everybody's memories, and it's all, for me, it's a lot of travel memories, and it's so hard, like, it's bittersweet right now, right? I mean, because we don't know when we're going to travel again, and it's just so odd.
No, it's kind of, it's a little scary, and it's a little exciting at the same time, for me. I don't know why I'm excited, but
yeah, do tell. Why are you excited?
Because
you're not scared at all.
And I anticipate. I'm a glass half full person all the time, and
yes.
I'm a firm believer that adversity breeds success. It breeds beautiful things, because one of my favorite quotes is by Frederick Douglass when he said, "There is no progress without the struggle." So in order to grow, we have to go through some certain things in order to grow to be who we are. You call it growing pains when we're growing up as kids, right? Your bones ache, everything. So pain, definitely, I hate it, don't like it, but pain has a purpose. So that'll be all on my soapbox. They signed on to hear you. So so we're gonna talk about Maxim. I'll talk about me at another time, but Maxim, can you have such an incredible career, and I believe you have a whole lot more left. And I just, when I met you, I was like, man, I told my wife, I was like, man, she is just such a beautiful person. And you were just fun, and I just gravitated. I was like, man, I need to learn more about you. So I'm just thankful that you decided to be interviewed. Thank you for being interviewed by me on my podcast, and sharing some light, because we need some light right now. Everybody needs to smile. So can you just share with us what gave you your passion for acting?
Oh my goodness. I was 5 years old when I knew my brother. I have 3 older brothers, and one of my brothers actually entered the National Theatre School of Canada when I was 5. And what I would do is basically I would be reenacting. I would watch TV, and then I would reenact scenes for my parents. I would get dressed up and just reenact stuff. And I didn't know that was acting.
Yes.
And then my brother went to theater school, and I remember the first play I saw, I think it was a Molière, and I was 8 years old, and I remember thinking, oh, that's what I want to do. Like I identified what I was doing in my parents' living room to what was happening on stage, and so I knew from very early on that I wanted to be an actress. And I I started young, and my first play was at 10. And it was all, an adult play. I was the only child. I played a child, but I was the only child, and I was a nervous wreck. But I remember thinking backstage that feeling of just before going on stage was so amazing. And I was 10. I remember thinking, oh, this is so, like, I feel like I want to pee every 5 minutes, but I remember thinking that. I just feel like I want to pee, but because I'm so nervous. But I remember this feeling of excitement and thrill, and knowing that I was, going to get a reaction right away, and just entertaining people was so invigorating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now,
so I knew very early on that I wanted to act. Yeah.
You said something when you were giving me your answer that really made me think. Do you get nervous now? Do you still get nervous when you act before doing a scene or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, maybe not before doing scenes, but before starting a project. It's like
Really?
going back to school. It's like I always feel like I'm in high school, that first day of high school when, you don't really sleep the night before because are they gonna like me?
Yeah.
Am I gonna do a good job or are they gonna fire me after 3 days? Because that happens, to the
Yes.
best of us.
Yes.
So I always get really nervous like the week before starting a project, and then, a week into it, I kind of ease in. But sometimes there's certain scenes that are difficult and I can't grasp, and I'm having trouble with it. That's going to make me nervous. But rarely, once I'm in, I don't get nervous. I just enjoy. I love the challenge.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that you just gave me some comfort too, because I get nervous before I do a project as well. And I was like, will I ever get past that? I got a little nervous even before doing this broadcast, just because I put pressure on myself to want to make sure that whatever I do is always with, the best possible presentation, because I think people deserve the best from me at all times.
Well,
So
that means you're not
yeah,
taking anything for granted. So
yeah,
that's a good sign. I don't remember who said it, but the day you start not getting nervous, you stop getting nervous is the day you should stop. That
wow,
means you're taking everything you're for granted, and you don't want to push yourself
okay,
also, right? You want to throw yourself. It's like jumping out of a plane, just not knowing. You want to feel that I've never done it and I never want to, but it's that feeling of just going into the unknown of, and just embracing and wanting to do your best and hoping your chute is going to open.
yes. It
But
will open eventually, but after maybe a couple scratches against the cliff a little bit,
yeah.
eventually
Ouch.
it'll open. So
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with mine. I got some bumps and bruises, but that's why I'm able to stand now. So I'm grateful
Exactly.
for it. With that, being and like, what mantra do you live by? Something that helps you every single day to keep the right focus with whatever's happening in life.
Oh, I don't really have a mantra, but the when something bad happens, I always tell myself, well, this is going to be a story to tell later on. Like, this is
Mm,
going to be an interesting, like a year from now, I'm going to be telling this story like to my friends and go, oh, you'll never guess what happened a year ago. I was in this situation and da da da. So I always try to see the positive and, oh, this is going to be a funny story someday. Like, this is going to be an incredible story to tell. That's always how I kind of get out of stuff that make me feel bad, or just, hardships that I go through. But
yes.
I don't really have a mantra.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I picked up one from one speaker that I have a lot of respect for. His name is E.T., the hip hop preacher. But I think he's like the third or fourth, or maybe the second ranked like speaker in the world. He's like with Tony Robbins, that type of level. But and one time he was giving a speech and he said, leave on E. He kept talking about that, leave on E, leave on empty. Basically, like, leave this world empty of every God-given gift you have. This world, every gift that you have in this world, use it. Don't make the cemetery rich with any gift you have. So that's something I try to do. I try to leave on empty. That's my goal. And it's even on the back of this shirt, leave on E. So
Oh,
I'm a
wow.
firm believer in that. So that's my mantra. That's what I live by.
That's a good one.
Yeah, leave on E.
I might use it. I might use it.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. It motivates me. A question I have is, all these roles that you have, which have been a lot, you probably can't narrow it down to one favorite, but can you narrow it down to one of your most challenging roles?
Oh, challenging. I want to
Hmm.
say hi to Paula Garces, though. Hi, Paula, because I was on Define Gravity with Paula, and she's a huge star now. She's on. Oh, okay. She's on my block. My what? Drawing a blank.
On
What's
the
your show,
block?
Paula?
Is it on the block? On
No.
Netflix?
From my block. Paula, what's your show? You guys need to
Yeah,
watch her.
Paula.
She's phenomenal.
Paula, what's your show?
Not Defying Gravity. That's what we met on. What's your show right now?
On my block.
On my block.
All right.
Yeah. And she's directing now, and she's got like 100. It's on Netflix. She's got like 5 kids. No, it's not 5 kids. She's got 3 kids. But she's like this phenomenal. And she started her own not cartoon, but she basically, it's the first Latin female heroine.
Wow.
She's phenomenal. You guys should check her out. Paula Garza, she's on the conversation right now. And so is Karen LeBlanc that I met on Defying Gravity. Oh no, my friends are logging in. They still like me. Oh my gosh.
They still love you. They still love you. They still love you.
What was your question? I'm so sorry. I completely missed you. What was your question?
Oh no. Well, it was about the most challenging role. But feel free to talk to anybody viewing. Feel free to throw a question out. We're here just to have fun and just encourage people. So Maxim is available.
I think the most challenging role was October Faction, the one I just did, the one that just aired. Because I mean, if you watch the show, you'll understand why. It's such a complex character, and she just goes through every emotion possible. And she starts off. Well, I can't say anything because I don't want to give anything away if you watch it, but you think she's someone, and then it's something else. And she was very challenging to play, and it was so much fun. I literally went through all emotions possible with that character, and that was a great challenge. But it was very well written, so it's kind of, when it's well written, it's kind of easy. It makes it easier,
Now, with all of your experience, do you have a desire to create your own shows as well too?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, and I can't really talk about it, but I will say this: I had a very amazing, productive meeting yesterday with my showrunner and one of our writers and our producer, and I'm developing a series right now. So,
wow,
yeah, it's really exciting. It's really, really exciting. It's gonna be. I don't want to say it's going to be great because who knows, but I think we have something really interesting, and I'm very happy to be using my brain for something else than, not that it's not enough to be an actor and learning lines and creating characters and telling the story in that way, but it's interesting to be thinking and actually creating a story and just creating characters and starting from the basic, and it's a great challenge for me because I've always been very, I never thought I could do it, and now I'm doing it, and it's great. And I might be able to hire my friends, which sounds really silly, but that is the most, oh my God, it just brings me so much joy thinking of maybe one day I'll be able to go, let's hire Paula, let's hire Karen, let's hire Rodney, and just, bring in.
Yeah, let's hire Rodney.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, it's very, just hire like really talented, nice people that deserve to be working. And I'm very much looking forward to trying to do that anyway.
Well, I think you're doing it. Not even trying, you're doing it. You remember, I don't know if you remember when we had a couple discussions, but the word try has been eliminated from my vocabulary. I don't believe in trying anything. You're doing it, and you're creating this show. This show is going to come forth the way you're designed it to be. I'm happy for you. Everybody is applauding. We're congratulating you right now. It's already happened. You just had to you just have to catch up with it, because in here, the show is already existing. So now you're just making it tangible for everybody else to be able to grab it. So it's already done. The show's already done. That's
right.
It.
Yeah, you're right. That's the whole, that's a whole concept of time, right? I mean, it's already here. Yeah.
See, somebody was like, that's right, Rodney, speak it.
Oh, that's Karen. That's Karen. Yeah, that's my friend Karen LeBlanc right there. Speak on it.
That's right, Karen. It's already happening. I was going to ask about a book you're reading, something that since we're kind of down with our we got slow, a little downtime right now. Have you decided that you're going to grab a book that you want to read, or something to kind of keep you busy outside of writing and creating your own project?
Well, I'm doing a lot of research for my project because it's
Yeah.
based on true events.
Uh-huh.
So I'm actually reading a lot of that, but I'm also reading a book I bought that is really funny. It's called Older But Wiser But Older, by a Parisian ex-model, Caroline de Maigret, and she's phenomenal. It's such a great book, and it's about aging, and it's very funny. I'm also reading The Power at the same time. I'm kind of, it depends on, because the mood right now is kind of up and down, which
Yes.
I'm alone, by the way. I'm with my cat, and I've been with my cat since March 10th, along with my cat. So it's getting to me. So little mood swings, plus PMSing, how it is,
Yeah,
So,
I know all about the PMS stuff. I know how that feels,
So it's a lot of things. So I kind of, go from book to book. So I'm also reading The Power, a book called The Power, which is really good. A friend of mine gave that to me. And also these amazing little books. And I think they're propped up under my computer. They're like tiny little books that my friend Tamara gave me for my birthday. And some of them are just like they're short stories or just talking about emotions. And that's what I'm just going from stuff to stuff. I'm reading a lot of news also, and research, and watching a lot of documentaries.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to get knowledge, and I'm learning Spanish. So I'm keeping busy. Yeah, I'm learning another language as well.
Well, somebody asked if I could say that you are the best, and I could say that, yes, Maxim, she is the best.
Who said that? Who said that?
Mama Moo.
Oh, it's a fan from October Faction.
Ah, okay.
I think I don't remember where they're from, but they're from far away, I think in Asia. Yeah. Hola, ¿tú ya sabes español? I'm on my third day, Paula. Come on, give me a break. I just started Rosetta Stone, but I'm doing it every morning, so at least I'm doing it.
Yes, and Maxim, I don't know what it's like as far as being alone in the house, because I've got my wife and then my son and daughter. They're all here, but what I have been able to tell people that I talk to who are alone is that it is a gift in a way right now. It doesn't feel like it at times, but all the stuff that you're accomplishing, just think if everything else was happening as normal, how much time would you have to create your project that's getting ready to be amazing, to do some research, do some self-care, just kind of look into yourself a little bit. I think it's important to have, I guess, a break season, which I don't know about you, but I haven't had this type of time since I was in college, where I can kind of just slow down a little bit. And it feels in a way, it feels kind of good that I don't have anything pressing right now other than what I create and do. So in a way, it's kind of a gift. So I just wanted to
I see it that way too. But I'm very much a loner already.
Yeah.
And I've always been saying, like for years, I've been saying the governments should just shut down. Like in Spain, everything on Sunday is closed.
Yes.
And that should come back where it's a day to spend with your friends and your family and to stop. Just stop, We'll go shopping the next day. It's not going to slow down anybody from spending, especially with, shopping online. Everybody's going to go, they're not going to buy less because everything's closed on Sunday.
Right.
And I think it is a good opportunity to just reflect. I mean, it's been very interesting also, just, see who pops up in your life again and see who's checking in on me and actually, cares, which I've been very surprised at. Like some people that live, across the pond from me are just checking in every day with me and sending me memes, you know, making me laugh first thing in the morning. And I have a friend in Congo who's flying planes and saving monkeys. And he's like, I wake up every morning, he's like, hey, are you okay? He's in
Right.
the middle of the jungle and he's checking up on me. And, you know, so it's very, it's very interesting to see that your community is, to see who's
Yes.
stepping up and who's there for you, which
Yes.
is, I'm so grateful for, so grateful.
I was just laughing at Paula. She said she kind of wished that she was alone right about now.
Because she has 10 kids, that's why.
Oh boy, man, yeah, the house can be kind of busy. Like, well, you know, my son and daughter are adults, 21 and 22, so they're, you know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. They're kind of like roommates now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
so
it's interesting also, I find it interesting to see that some people are actually complaining. And these are the same people that I see complaining that they don't have time to spend with their family and they don't have time to spend with their kids. And I think this is a really important time to, you get to actually educate your small children, which
yes,
nobody has ever. I mean, you drop them off at daycare and then you go off to work, and there's the whole guilt of dropping off your kids at daycare and going
yeah,
off to work. Now you have time to actually get to know your kids, which I was fortunate enough to have my mom at home, you know, when I was growing
yeah,
up, and I grew up on a farm. So I, you know, my mom was always there and very present. So, and I feel that it's a, you know, somewhat of a gift, and I'm sure that people are going to be missing that when
yeah,
everything goes back to normal
yeah. I hope
in
people really
five
take
years.
advantage. Yeah,
In 5 years, but
yes.
it's okay.
I hope they take advantage because it is like, as a father, I made sure that I was always involved in my son and daughter's life from day one. I took them to school. I picked them up. I always worked like the flexible jobs. So I was always able to be there. I was at the PTA meetings, getting suckered into the donuts with dad. And then next, you know, you're in the PTA and you're at all these meetings. But I did that. And one of my most rewarding experiences of being a father was handing my daughter her high school diploma. When she graduated from high school, I was asked to be on stage with my cap and gown because I was very involved with the school, and I was part of the graduation ceremony. So I'm just like, man, I love these times because PTA dad. Yeah, I
Yes.
was the PTA. I was the dad sitting in the PTA meetings.
That's amazing. I
Yeah,
still can't believe your kids are that old. You look like you're 30. Like,
hey,
how is that?
I'll take it. I'll
When
take
I met you, I didn't believe you said that. I was like, no, come on. You're
it.
lying. You're lying.
Yeah.
I know it's LA. I know everybody is, but it just, no, you can't look that good and have adult kids. Listen.
Well, this is to inspire people that you can do it. Yes, you can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to kind of go back to your Netflix shows, and the one show that we were talking about, Mirage, because I haven't had a chance to see that. Is that airing right now?
It's airing, but I don't know if it's airing in the States yet. I'm not sure what it's on. I know there was a talk about, but you know, everything stopped. I know it's airing, it aired everywhere in Europe. Now it's airing in Canada. But you know what you can watch though, which it's so weird right now. Defying Gravity's on Amazon. They're airing Defying Gravity on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They're also airing a series I did 15 years ago when I was 12, called Regenesis, and that's on Amazon as well.
I was going to say
And it's
15 years
about,
ago when you were 5.
no, I'm kidding. I'm lying. Lying. And it's set in a lab. That one is, you should check that one out. And people should
Okay.
check that one out because we were so ahead of the game. And it's set in a lab, a biotechnology lab, and we deal with viruses.
Mm.
And at the time, there were things, I mean, we were shooting an episode on the avian flu, and we're like, what is this avian flu? And, you know, we had these scientists working on our scripts with us, and it wasn't science fiction, it was science. And these scientists were like, no, this is something that is very, very possible, blah, blah, blah. And they would explain it. As we were shooting the avian flu came out. So we were really ahead of the curve, and so it's a really good one, and it's very timely right now. It might scare you a bit like Pandemic, but
Yeah.
it's a good one you guys can watch. And I'm also Bad Blood is also on Netflix. I
Yeah.
don't know if you watched that one, but
Yeah.
that's a with Kim Coates and Anthony LaPaglia, and Shadowhunters. Yeah, so those are the
Wow.
shows right now
Oh my
streaming.
goodness. You're getting so many people just coming in and talking to you. Bonjour, du Quebec.
Bonjour du Québec, David Tremblay. Salut David.
Okay. Now y'all getting me now. You speaking French, right?
Yes, I'm French. I'm French Canadian. Did I tell you that I was French Canadian? Oh.
I did. No.
No, I didn't tell you. Yeah, I'm totally
No.
French is my first language. I'm totally French Canadian. I'm from Montreal. Yeah, yeah.
All I gotta say was up to Austin. Austin is a young, and he's one of the mover and shakers in this country. He's working on Wall Street. He went to Morehouse University. Mentored him when he was younger. But he's a man now. He just waved. He's in watching it. So, so
Hi,
I'm just
Austin.
glad to see. And, I'm saying he's like some finance analyst. So big time.
That
like,
just
wow.
sounds like in Charlie Brown when the adults are talking, wah, 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 you don't understand. To me, that's what it is. Like I just finance numbers, like wah wah wah. I don't understand anything. I just
Numbers used to dance on the paper for me. Exactly. I was like, I don't need to do numbers. I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and he must be a fan because he was like, "Hi, Maxim." So he's definitely a
Hi,
fan.
Austin. Oh, yeah, I see that. Hi. Oh, that's very nice of you.
Like, what advice would you give to someone who wants to stay sharp right now as a creative during this whole shelter in place and all the stuff we have to do?
Oh my gosh, a friend of mine actually wrote to me this week and said, he's an actor, he's a phenomenal actor. And he was like, I wish I was, a writer or a drummer or a musician and I could do something creative. And I was like, yeah, because it's not like we can start, recording monologues and just putting that on our social media because that's kind of pretentious.
Yeah, it gets old quick.
Yeah. I guess just writing down thoughts and ideas because we have ideas. We're not just I feel that as actors we get so dependent on other people and we always wait for a job and we wait for people to show up and for us to give us a job, but we have ideas and just write down stuff that pops into your head or characters or and watch stuff. I mean, this is a good opportunity to watch every movie that you've said, oh yeah, I haven't seen that movie and that's a classic, or I haven't seen that show or those performances, and just write down a list of performers or performances that you've heard of.
Yes.
And or movies that you've never seen, and just educate yourself on directors, on that's what I would do.
That's actually some great advice. Another thing I've been doing also is that I talked to a friend of mine. She's a writer out here for several TV shows, and she was recommending that you get the script from the show and watch the show while you're reading the script, so you can watch how everything flows. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So it's a way of just constantly keeping that tool sharp. And I actually shot a short film.
Where do you get the script? How do you get a script though?
I will send you the links. She sent me the links. I'll send all the links to you. I'll even post the links later, but I'll email you the links that she forwarded to me. And you can just go on there and you can get just about any TV show out there or film, you can get the script. I was like, wow. Oh, that's okay. So
that's good to know. Yeah. Because I had to prepare a monologue for a casting agent a couple of weeks ago, actually, and I was like, and I tried to find the monologue, and I finally found a website, and now I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember what it's called. But and you have to log on, and it's free for the first month, but you have access to a lot of script. You have access to scripts, but not all of them. And but it was I found it hard to find. Like that was not the easiest thing to get your hands on. So yeah, for sure, I'd love to get that link.
As soon as we're done with the call, it'll be in your inbox. I'll shoot it right to you because I like to take care of my clients. Somebody keeps asking you to do the red eye trick. What's the red eye trick?
Oh, LeBlanc. That's when it. Oh, so you haven't, Rodney? You haven't watched October Faction?
I haven't seen October Faction.
You don't know the rest.
I see some Defying Gravity. I haven't seen, and I haven't watched October Faction yet, so I have to watch it. See, I'm at home now to watch it.
Yeah, well, it's something I do. My character does on the show, and I can't do it because it's special effects, so I can't. No, I can't do it. Yeah, but it's funny because a lot of people were asking me, did they put like lenses in your eyes? And I'm like, no, it's clearly special effects. I have veins all over my face. Like it's not like within a second. I look horrible. So no, I can't do it. I have to be on set.
Well, Karen says the best PMS lady.
Oh, she's just having fun, isn't she?
Oh, this is fun. I needed to laugh. You got me laughing. I was like, man, my cheeks are like sore from laughing so much.
Oh, good.
I have some fun questions too. Let me see. I'll start off easy and then build up. Like, what's your favorite food?
Italian.
Okay,
anything
Italian.
that has a lot of carbs, like pasta and bread and wine and cheese and all those really nasty things. I was Italian in a past life. I'm positive. I love anything that's Italian food. Yeah.
When you come back to LA, everybody hears me. Lunch on me. We'll meet up.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
I don't know how many people heard me say that, but now I'm out there. When I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Do you know a good Italian place? Like, what's your favorite Italian place in Los Angeles?
I will do some research because I don't know off the top of my head. I'll do some research because I don't want to do like just the commercial brands. I want to really find a really good one. So I'll do some research. I have some time to research right now. So, but there you go. And all right. Everybody heard me. I'm gonna take Maxim to lunch. We're gonna go to an Italian restaurant and garlic bread, everything. Whatever you want.
Oh my God. All right. All right.
What about sports? Do you like sports?
I do like sports. I'm kind of sporty. I mean, I don't look like it, but I think my favorite scuba diving is not a sport, but that would be my top thing that I love to do. I like skiing, all the Canadian stuff, skiing, skating, swimming. I love swimming. I'm a Pisces, so I'm a big swimmer. Anything that has to do with water. But I think one of my favorite sports that I love to learn, a sport that teaches me something. And I did karate for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And I absolutely loved karate. That was one of my, top 5 sports for sure.
What, like belts, as far as like, what did you go to with belts?
I went up to green with a brown, like it was green and then there was a brown stripe in it.
Yeah.
So I was and then it was brown and black. So
wow.
I got up there. Yeah.
You want to kick some butt in films too, don't you? Yeah, I know you already do, but
I already do.
Yeah, so you want to kick more butt in films.
Yeah. I like
That's one thing I like to do too. I like to do action movies. I like to do stuff where I can fight. It's kind of fun. It's fun.
I mean, that was the great thing about October Faction is I got to do both. I got to do the fight scenes and be really physical. I mean, once you watch the show, Rodney.
I'm watching an episode. I'm going to send you a message today because I'm watching an episode today. I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm watching one today. So you get my message today. I'm not going anywhere today.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. But yeah, that was one of the reasons I loved doing that show was that I got to do the physical stuff and the emotional stuff. you know, there has to be a nice mix of, like, the Born Identity, I think, is one of the best action
Yes.
films, you know, because he gets to be like very his character's so interesting and there's so much depth there, but he also has all the fight scenes, which is one of my favorite action films.
It just gives me such a rush. I love those type of films.
Yeah.
Your playlist, what's currently #1 on your playlist right now?
You know, when I come back to Montreal, I listen to a lot of French music. So right now I'm listening to Carla Bruni, who is the ex-president of France's wife.
Oh, wow.
She's got an album, I think 2 albums that are English. She's an ex-model. She's gorgeous, and she plays the guitar and has this really interesting voice. And I'll send you the link to her stuff, and she's really great, and her music is beautiful. So I'm listening to a lot of that. And oh, I can see your blinds. What happened to you? Oh, okay.
This is what happens with live
yeah, so I'm listening to yeah, exactly. I'm listening to that and a lot of Charles Aznavour.
Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of French stuff. Yeah.
So do you sing?
I'm not going to start to sing now, but I used to when I was younger. I was back vocals for 5 years, and I did a couple of musicals. I can sing.
Karen says yes, and she was making fun of me. She said I can see, but I see blind. But she says yes, you can sing. So somebody else.
Karen. So Karen, so let me talk about my friend Karen LeBlanc, who you all should go and follow as well. She toured the world as Tina Turner. So that girl can sing. She can sing. Like well, I've been to karaoke and she's like, go up, man. I'm like, no, you just sang, you know, Rolling on a River. No, I'm not gonna sing after you. It's just, that's ridiculous. She's really phenomenal. And she's an amazing actress, but she's gonna blow your mind. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely gonna follow her because I love Tina Turner too. You know, I love.
Well, you're in for a treat. Yeah, she's really.
I saw somebody ask a question. They said, "What is your favorite film?"
There's so many. I don't have one.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I have, and there's so many genres that Oh, Gus! I want to hear it now. So Gus, let me talk about I just want to talk about my friends because I feel that I have such amazing friends. So Gus is also a singer.
All right.
He's a tenor, and he lives in Barcelona with his beautiful wife Claire and their 2 amazing daughters, and they're quarantined. They've been quarantined for like, I don't know how many days, like 3 months, I don't know. And he every night at 8 o'clock he goes on his balcony and sings for his neighbors. And he's got an amazing voice every night. Like he has a schedule now. Like he has to perform. Everybody's outside, and they applaud for the NHS. And then he sings. He performs for his neighbors, and he's phenomenal. 40 days. So they've been quarantined for 40 days, and they literally can't go outside. Like their daughters have not been out. Like they go up and down the stairs to exercise in their building. But their situation is dire, and so I actually posted one of his songs on my Instagram, and he's got an amazing voice, and it's very moving that that he does that every night. He just it's a discipline. Like he finds an appropriate song to go out and entertain his neighbors, which is so magnificent, I find.
You know what? This is why I'm sitting down with you right now, because you're such a giving person. I can tell that this interview is for you, but you've been featuring other people because that's why you're just moving so far in life. That's why so many good things happen for you, because you are so giving. So I just thought I would take a quick commercial. I'm
starting to cry.
I can't pass you the tissue from LA, but I finally have toilet paper at home, so.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. That's very nice
Yes,
of
but it really is. I've seen it, and this is just more evidence right here. So I'm pretty sure everybody that is watching can see it and feel it too. So it's good. Hey, what's up, Mark? How you feeling? Hey, love you too, man. Thanks for signing in, man. So well, I guess I get some love every once in a while, man. But I'm
you.
just like, somebody just asked a question of you. They said, what is your favorite place to go to?
Oh, the ocean.
Me too.
Definitely the ocean. What sign are you again? I've asked you and I
I was
forget.
born on Christmas. I'm not too familiar. Is that Capricorn or Sagittarius? I know it's between Sagittarius, Capricorn. So December
No, you're
24th.
Capricorn. You're not.
Okay.
You're so not a Sagittarius. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
You are
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. Cool.
So you were born on Christmas Day, the same day as our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau,
Yes.
who's a good guy. Yeah, the ocean is my happy place. Just sitting, even just sitting on a beach and just watching the waves, and just it's very therapeutic. I try to go as often as I can. It's in Los Angeles. The traffic is always crazy, but just putting your feet in the ocean for like 5 seconds and just feeling this, the magnitude of its power, and just, it's, yeah.
Yeah. We're both alike with that. I go to the ocean quite a bit, and that's one of the parts that I'm not happy about right now, because the ocean is where I get a lot of peace. When I wrote my book, I did it mostly at the ocean. I would just take my laptop and just sit there all day and just write the waves, and I would go up from sun up to sundown. And I miss the ocean so much. I miss being close to it, but right now we can't go to it. So
No.
yeah, that's hard for me. So
I guess that's what's gonna happen, is that people are gonna maybe appreciate, even, I mean, you're somebody that has a lot of gratitude for everything, but I feel that a lot of people don't, and have lost touch with how lucky we are and how lucky they are. So maybe after this they'll come out and go, oh my God, I have the freedom to go and sit on a beach and
yes,
just be and be at peace and appreciate nature. And so maybe it's gonna come back, and it's gonna, I don't know, make people grow a little bit more, hopefully.
I hope to. I hope that people really do take this and use this as an opportunity to really appreciate the small stuff and don't take it for granted, because
Yes.
life, man, it goes quick. It goes so
Yeah.
fast. And relationships, to me, when I leave, just like I said, leave on Eve, but I want my name to be something that people are very, like, when they think about me, they just smile. They like, man, Rodney was there. He just loved people. That's what I want to be known for. To me, that's the type of stuff that lasts. Money comes and go, but your name, it's only, that's all you got at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want to have a good name. So that's
Yeah.
what I desire. And
Yeah.
you know what? When this is all over, when we're finally kind of released to kind of go back out and play and stuff, what's the first thing you're going to do?
I'm gonna hug. I'm gonna hug. I've been thinking of getting a hazmat suit and going outside and just hugging somebody randomly. Like, can I just hug someone? Like, it's not sexual. I just want to hug. Like, I just want to, that's all I want. So I'm going to be hugging everybody
Yes.
that wants me to hug them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because my cat can't handle me anymore. Like, he's
like enough.
It's like Pepe Le Pew and the cat. He's like, get away from me. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to go and get a hug from someone, for sure.
Yes. We're giving you virtual hugs right now. Everybody give a virtual hug right now. We only have 1 minute left. I want to know, what wisdom do you want to leave us with, as far as just on how we should be living during this time? And we said a lot of things within the talk, but what do you want to leave us with?
I think I said it before, just not take anything for granted. Stop taking things for granted, because I think this is a life lesson that we're living right now. It's just take liberty and food and friendships and love and relationships and our work for granted. And just stop taking things for granted.
I hear you.
Wise words.
Man, Maxim, I just thank you so much for giving me some of your time. I see a whole lot of people showing a whole lot of love. Somebody just said that your door will be lined up when the pause is lifted. People will be lined up to give you a hug. So you're gonna get plenty of love. Yes, you're gonna get plenty of love. It's coming your way. This has been RDC Speak Life Sessions. You can watch this replay on my YouTube channel, Rodney Damon Collins TV. They'll be up tomorrow. You can listen to the podcast on Apple, Spotify. If you need some inspiration, make sure you take some time to listen to it. RDC Speak Life Sessions on Apple and Spotify. And who knows, Maxim and I will probably do this again. And I told Maxim, I told you that I think I'm going to work with you someday. I believe in speaking life, and I think it's going to happen soon. And I love working with good people and telling incredible stories. And I will do my homework. You're going to get my homework this evening. So
okay.
Yeah, you're going to get my homework. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're such a great person and such a light. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, light is reflecting light. We're back and forth.
Oh, well, say hi to your wife that I don't know, but my best to you and your family. I
will tell her, and one day you will meet them very soon. So thank you so much. And thank you, everyone who came in and just gave you comments. You gave me joy today, too, because I love being around people, and not being around a whole lot of people kind of is one of the things I'm struggling with. I'm a people person. I feed off of that. So this is good for me. So take care. I will be in touch very soon. And look for my messages. I'm going to send that other email today, too. All right?
Okay.
Thank you, Maxim.
Bye, Ronnie. Bye. Bye.